Oh, hello there!
Hello?
Good morning, everybody. Oh, I need to move this to another screen because I forgot that it was going to show. Let's see, hide show order. Here for now. All right, thank you everybody for coming by. I appreciate it. We've got something just a little bit different to start with today. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Mama Bear, and good morning to Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Hello. So what we're going to start with today, I'm going to show you a little bit about the map art that I create. And long story made short is that we're going to start with and trying out a new website that was recommended by one of the others in the community. And I believe I'm going to start with, let's see. This is designed as a map art craft, or map art creating website. Honestly, as I said, I've never used it, so we're going to fake it out together. But also that I'm actually kind of curious what would happen if I did it in a 3D format, what sort of material we're going to get. I'm not sure that's the wisest decision, so we might end up doing 2 sets, but I'm not entirely sure what's going to work out. Let's try everything and just see what it does. Okay, that allows every piece on a schematic. Yep. Oh, cool. I know I could do data file. Good morning, lass. How are you doing? Okay, I think we're going to be flat, but we'll see what it does. All blocks under. Add blocks under? Huh. I don't know what that means. That's okay. We're going to fake it. Block to add. Doesn't matter. Let's go with stone or mossy cobblestone. Those are the only 2 I offer. Why would you do mossy? That makes no sense. Anyway, let's go with, just make it stone, because I have a generator. So yeah, we're going to go with that. Dithering, I have no clue what that means today. Well, I have an idea, but I'm not really sure it matters. Processing. Huh. I can do a lot of stuff with this. This is impressive. Extras? Extras. More staircasing options. Okay. Well, we're going to pick an image. It's going to be 128 by 128. Now, that's a little big for what we've got for a space, but we'll just see what it comes up with because the picture I've got is a little bit, what do you call it? It's got a lot of white space to it. See, so we can actually get rid of a bunch of that. Make the preview smaller. Oh, nope, bigger. So this is a little too big. Let's see if I can crop it first. Open it and see what we got. Oh! Okay, this is the wrong... that's not the one I wanted. I see all the sketches. So, I'm going to leave this here for just a moment. This is the version that... Yeah, I'm just going to grab another window. So this is actually the version of the Beatles thing that was used as a color palette. Yes, I know you can't see the writing very well for our text, so I'm sorry about that. Won't be on for forever. What I'm going to do instead is look for Beatles yellow submarine outfits. See what it comes up with. So it's got the same picture. That's that one. Looking for images. Basically, that's similar. That's the same one I've got. Eventually, I'm going to do one that's got the you see those? Yeah, that it's got their Sgt. Pepper outfits. But I wanted to start with one that was just basically the four of them doing their thing. So I might be able to crop part of that one out. As you can see, we've got a bit of a scroll bar. So let's pull it open. What have we got? Oh, in case anyone was curious, you probably can't see it when I'm circling my mouse, but I've never seen a Blue Meanie costume before. That's really cool. This one, toy news. Are those toys? Wow. That's kind of cool. Okay, try not to get too distracted. What else is creation? Yeah. This one with the subs close. This one stole it by changing the colors. Grr. This one stole it by changing the colors. What I really want to do is just get something like this Pinterest one on the second from the left here that just has the right colors, but not everybody green. Because that's not ideal. Oh, Wired, you might have come to the rescue. Because that one looks a little dopey. Just so you know, this 3D remake thing never happened, so yeah. No thoughts there. Okay, I think that's probably the best piece I've seen so far. Anything similar? Similar. As I said, this one, the She Knows one is great, but the Verge has a nice one, but once again, it's got a position you don't really need. See, this bottom with the current might be close to what I'm going to borrow for the outfits. Ha ha. So bright, cheery. Yeah. Wired, you win. And it's actually almost the right size. Perfect. We're going to borrow this. And while it's not exactly legal to do that, really, I don't think anybody's going to be too upset if we're just putting it in carpet art in Minecraft. It's probably not going to be a big deal. Save that and see whether or not this other page will actually take that as an option for its art. Hello. Where'd it go? So this one we're going to try again. And let's see what we got. Minecraft stuff. Ideas. Beatles. This one. Open. Or not. It doesn't like that. Okay. I'm going to have to do this a different way. Yeah, it doesn't like that one. Oh, it does. Okay. But that's not going to work well because of all the oranges. It's giving me oranges and reds, and I really don't need that. So what I'm going to do is try and pull that out. Go to remove BG. That's this one. Upload an image. Okay. Where is that folder? Oh, no, don't want that. Come on, not on this screen. Not on this screen, please. Background, background, background. Yeah, it's the process. Minecraft, where's it here? There we go. That other folder is screen was showing as thumbnails, which doesn't help a whole lot. So I'm going to drag the image over here. Only really? Fine. No, it's because it's doing it as a web page. Save image as... Dude. Not Lego. Desktop for the moment. Okay. Fine. It opened up an edge anyways, which I don't want. No. Okay, so we're going to do one more piece. Web key to PNG converter. Clearly want a free one, but if it'll do it this way. Select file. Boink. Yes, that'll work. That will work nicely. Download, please. See if it's actually bothering to download. Theoretically, I should have 2. Yes, I do. Crash the one I don't need. Okay. Taking the one I do need. Minecraft stuff. Oops. Come on, you. Move. Minecraft stuff. Move there. In Minecraft stuff. Need to move it to ideas. Set ideas. To the right folder. There we go. Okay. Let's try this again. See if this page will cooperate. This one. Okay, so it's doing its thing. Woohoo! That's exactly what I want. Perfect. All right, and it only wants it 299 by 216. That's great because I can crop the edges. We're good. So I can't do the HD download because I'm not paying for the service. I'm going to download. Oh, I can take it into Canva. That's nice. All right. Downloads now. Okay. So now we have back to the map art page. And close this one. Instead of that one, we can use this one. And it's not quite the right size. So I'm going to move it again. Oh, come on, stop copying. Move to Minecraft stuff. Then I can open up that one. There. Here. So it takes a little while. Behind the scenes with Dell. Yes, just for a little while. Now, part of the reason we're doing this now is because I would like to be able to size it up to make sure that it's going to be that it's going to fit where we have been clearing out space. And if it will not, then I want to try and clear the correct amount of space for it to work. 234 by 216, huh? Chopping off Paul's head probably isn't a good idea. So it looks like we're going to need a bigger space than we originally thought, which is fine, but I want to do it north of... Okay, let's see. Now the next question makes me wonder, though, do I want to do it as carpet art? Because it just occurred to me, I wonder if somebody has converted this concept via like Sketchfab or something into a 3D print. Because we know where we're going with this idea. I can probably pull in and chop off just a little bit of his elbow, maybe. Yeah, we still get 208, so that's not great. I mean, I'll save that, but... Here. Sorry, Ringo, you're gonna lose part of your hand. Yeah, that's the tightest I can get that I feel comfortable with, so... Save options. I'm gonna save over top because I've converted 3 levels, so if I needed to reconvert, I can do that. Just curious what it's going to make of that. Oi! It's almost worse. Well, anyway. We don't have to do white around the edges, technically. But it does, it zooms it funny, and I'm not necessarily sure I liked that. Oh well. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, great. Let's try this again. So we're just going to go back and just have it for comparison. For now, we'll say everything. I don't know what it's going to look like. Okay, pick the image. Yeah, the way I edited it really messed it up. Okay, I'm going to edit the cutout and just see what happens. Can I get zoomed in a little more? Oh, that's actually fine. Okay, well. So, fresh download, just to grab that. Downloads. Oops. In new tab. There we go. All right. So by comparison, I'm gonna go with this. It's kind of red, but yeah. The image doesn't match. That's fine. Yep, no problem. I'd love to edit this thing, but I can't. Let me just see if the background one will let me crop it any. Yeah, you don't seem to get a crop with this option. That stinks. No. Yeah, I'm not paying for it, so it's not letting me have that. Okay. So if I go back, here we go. This one. Adobe. There's some that I would like trust and some I wouldn't. Try this and I'll go to new tab. Photo. That still looks good. Edit this and just see if it allows me to crop it. Uh-oh. Hold on just one sec, guys. Just need to make sure that I'm not giving away something here. Testing photo, we'll throw it up top for a second. Be right back. Look, just want to make sure that it doesn't actually show my personal email. Next. It's just asking me to sign in with Google passwords and stuff. Oh, not called. I remember. Load computer, please. Most of the time we don't have this problem. Yeah. Stop giving me tips. I don't want tips. Just let me do the thing I want. Authenticator app? Really? Okay. Is this really you signing into this thing? Yes. It is. Stop asking. I mean, I know why these things have to add a complication, but still it's 3. It's a pain in the butt that it does that. Okay. What do I need a code for now? This one, where am I at? Oh. This one, create photo room. Please. Oh, I see what we're doing. That one. That one. What's really? Of all the things. Okay. Continue. Get me back into photo room, please. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Boop. Person, you stop. Seriously, stop. Next. No. Go away. Okay, so all I want to do is resize. Or that's a pro thing. Trials. You crazy program. This. Thank you. That's all I want. I moved it. And I just want to edit. Not the cutout. I want to crop it, please. Adjust. No. Yeah. The resizing is they make you pay for. Okay, well, that's the way things go. So I'm gonna go back. Been through here. I don't care that I'm human. Actually, I do. Cloudflare, thank you. It's great. Okay, fine. Download. That's worse. Okay. What do we need? 128 by 128? Fine, let's do another way. Image. What I'm gonna crop it before I remove the background. That might be smart.
Hello.
A little bit smaller. Edit. Okay, we're gonna drop this background. Yeah, hello. We're mucking around with trying to see if I can do this as carpet art before I go and muck around it and see if somebody's actually done a 3D version of it. Because, you know, that would just be nice. Ideal, I guess. This one? A little more square, more or less. Not freeform. If I forced it square, what do we get? That's not bad, actually. So if I'm going to take it down this way, I'll chop off their heads. That's not actually all that bad. Except for having your elbows in it, though. Reset. Yes, that's fine. Because when you do carpet art, you don't... Well, I guess you do care. So I guess I do need it. Okay, 216 by 216. No, I need 128 by 128. Which is going to be... Well, that's not ideal, as you can imagine. So... Quality reducer. What do we got? Huh. Sure. Okay. Not quality, sorry. Size reducer. Why not? Why not? Guess I'm still gonna go, so I'm going to reset. Yep. And we're just going to square. What's the best square we can get? Okay, let's pretend I did want their elbows. Oh, I can't get larger. Okay. That's the best square we've got. Fine. I'm gonna go with freeform. And if I go like that, keep centering. I know it's not quite 128. Get down this way. 207. Okay, we'll let the size reducer thing have a field day with it and see what it does. To save that as a copy. Okay, yeah, save. Or it saved it too, actually. It just occurred to me. Whoops, wait a minute. Okay, try it one more time. That was kind of dumb. Is this thing? Saved it as a copy somewhere. Now I don't remember where I put it. That's great. No. It was dumb. Really, really dumb. Aha. Oh, put it in my pictures folder. Okay. That's kind of silly. So now I have to close it, move it, move here. Replace. Okay. So now we're going to try and resize it. No. Back. Select an image. There we go. This one, open. Alright, so we're going to select that image. What we want is approximately 128. Not percent. Pixels. There we go. 28. Height by 114? Oh, yeah. I guess that's the best we got. Resolution. Do we have any choice? Dots per inch. I don't know. I don't know. Can have a background. Great. No, we can remove the background after. What do we got? It's been a while since you watched Invader Zim. Yeah. Oswald, I'm sorry, I don't really feel like talking to you today. Hey Bob, hopefully your day went well today. And Mike Burton, hello again. I missed saying proper hello. I noticed you were there, but I missed saying proper hello. Oswald's in a really good mood, and apparently he's appearing to be interested in chit-chatting, so we'll just cross our fingers he doesn't go nuts today. Okay, so we're working on getting an image to be carpet art, but it's too big. I don't know how that goes. So one pixel is going to be one carpet piece, right? I guess the res doesn't really matter. Let's go with default. We can see what happens. That's it. Huh. 72 DPI. Okay. Resize the image. Okay, let's see. In the download screen, where did that go? I don't see it. Fresh. All right. It's getting confusing. I have like too many windows open. Let's take this, move over there, move it in here, copy here. Yes, I know I have one. Want to keep both. There. Live with that. Great. Got it. Okay. So let's try this one more time. We're back to background removal. Yeah, we gotta go back. I know. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Right page, wrong image. We'll take this one and pull out the background. Okay. And now it's 128 by 114. That should work. We'll download that. Download time to get there. Reload. Sub 2, remotely, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then we move this one here. Move here. Great. Okay. We're at back art. Back to map art craft. We're going to try this again. See what it does with this one. Well, that's interesting. It chopped off the elbows again. I don't know why it does that. We gave it one right width, but I think it's stretching the 114 up to being 128, and I don't want it to do that. Okay, so if I go back here and I take off the lock and I insist it has to be 128, what does that come out looking like? Kind of squashed? Try that. Rinse and repeat, so it gives me a quick second. 2. Background again. You know, we know this drill, right? Okay, that's the wrong one. Did it not? There we go. This one. Yeah, that's the stretched version. Download that. Maybe I'm going to refresh the screen. Alright, move this over there. Copy here. Nope, not that one. I'm not entirely sure what that was. Stop doing that. Sorry. I grabbed the wrong piece and it wants to put it in a file folder that has my name on it. And that's why I'm not showing you guys what's going on. Okay, so... there's a lot of back and forth in these things. Better. Alright, I can take that. That's fine. So the preview looks kind of dopey. Now the all black sections around the edges, we just won't be doing. Like, that's not a big deal. I'm going to make this preview a little bit bigger just so we can see what we're looking at. Okay. So we have an impression of faces, but nothing more than that. I guess that's the way it is. Let's see. Schematics. Dithering. What if I mess with that? There? 4x4, 2x2. Ordered 3x3. Huh. Too busy with his movies? Oh, hey, Creef. Good to see you. Oh. Nabs. Ooh, that's yucky. Perks. Eh. I'm looking at the faces going, which one do I see a decent face in? John looks stupid regardless of what you do, so I'm kind of ignoring it. Looking more at George in the back here. The later ones seem to work better. That's not bad. Bayer 4x4 is not bad. Atkinson's actually not bad. John looked really dumb in Atkinson though. Oh, sucky. Ugh. You look really dumb regardless. I mean, that is a bit of John for you. You know, he doesn't necessarily look the greatest. Yeah, George's face looks really messed up in most of these. Perks. Okay, let's go down. I feel like the best of a bad lot is kind of the problem. We didn't exactly have the world's best photo to start with. Like, I will give you that. We could probably change things as we go. Seriously? Okay. I just noticed the crop setting. I feel like a goof. You're taking notes? Yeah, Creef, this is the first time I used the website that you mentioned, actually. So we're going to see how it works. But I was like, oh, really? Version at 120. Okay, we're good. So after all of that, if I was to jump back, let's see, can I duplicate this window? On this one, let's say everything for kicks. I'm going to make this window bigger. We can see what's going on. And let's try the original background removal and crop it ourselves here and see what happens. Okay, so if I crop it manually instead, I'm going to zoom in. Okay, out. Okay, not so much. Now I know how that works. I see what it's doing. Okay. I can choose my own elbows and whatnot. That's how that works. Okay. Let's see. Versus the other one we had. I could get John's face in it better. The Y doesn't change. Okay, so if I do, what about, this one was the other option? That was, yeah. So as soon as I got to 128, the faces were a mess. That was the problem. Okay. Hello. Let's try this one. You can sort of see John's got a bit of an interesting face there. I don't mind the elbows, and now that I just realized, you know, it's just the elbows, so I can actually manually create those off the edge from a picture. That's not a big deal. Go center again. Yeah, the face looks dumb. So Floyd is definitely not the way to go. We have more of a face for John here. George's looks worse. Ordered isn't bad. Hands are a really strange color. Minimum average error. Ooh, yuck. Works. Airlight. What happened to Ringo's jacket? That looks really odd. John's face went to heaven in a handbasket. Ducky? Huh. Atkinson. I'm not sure which one I like better. Like, I mean, I know his face is worse in this one. In John's face. Yeah, Sierra's definitely out. Burks. Order seems to be winning, although his hand looks dumb. Versus that one, which is pretty much the same thing. But I've got no John face. I'm not going to center this. I'm just going to go manual and make the X go a little bit bigger. Or, sorry, the Y. That. Nothing. Y is vertical. Okay. I want Z, thank you. Okay, well, that's so just move this. This is being done in a 3D format, as in like I can do it as map art this way, so it would come out quite a bit like this. His tie looks really weird. I forgot I even had that. Osman, you are going to give me a conniption fit one of these days. I'm trying to decide whether I like Bayer or Ordered. Ordered looks a little bit better. Let's see, minimum average error. Wow. Okay. Works. The jacket gets more blue in this one. We start losing John's face. Better color. Better color. Let's just... yeah. I think Ordered is probably the best we've got so far. Background off. Yes. Color. We're just gonna go on, and we're gonna make the background white just for now and see what's going on. Yeah, okay. We can turn that off, but ooh, great. There we go. An offset. We're not gonna keep the background color on, but it's something to work with. Dithered? Sure, whatever. Alright, so I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. That's using all Minecraft blocks. I keep saying, you know, Ordered looks weird, but I think that's going to be our best bet. 2x2's not bad. Ooh. I just went, ooh. Yeah, that doesn't make much difference. It's messed up no matter how you do it, right? So, yeah. See, I like the Ordered, I like that one better on the faces, but I don't like it as much on the jackets, right? I want Ringo's to go back to the blue that it had, which is sort of this one, but that really messes up the faces. Minimum average error is kind of a pain. Oh, that's affecting things. Okay, let's not. let's not. If that's affecting things, then I don't want to do that. Huh. Like, that really does make a difference, doesn't it? Atkinson's is definitely out because it makes all the faces look weird. Stucky makes them look weird. Cerulite is weird, although we still have some face in here. Burks, eh. Ordered. Yeah, Ordered might win, I think. Does anybody have an opinion? Because I can go back and forth on this one all day. Floyd Steinberg tries to have too much detail. I think we've got impressions of faces, and that's all we're gonna get. So, which makes me wonder. Oh. This Pinterest one gives me an idea. What if I up... It's an animation. Okay, not helpful. It was what if I up the ante a little bit and just do the faces? Something like this one. And I think that's an art cell, actually. But just do the faces of each individual one of them. Now it makes me wonder what positions I'd want. Grr! Grr! Okay. But what if I do Beatles Yellow Submarine 3D print 3D auto? No, not that. Okay. I want the sub, but I want the characters. Character 3D model? Ooh, that one's kind of cool. ArtStation from Sketchfab. Aha. So, yeah. Now I'm really confused. What do I want? Ah! Okay, it's staying family friendly, but still, it's just weird. Okay, maybe I think I should stick with the map art for now, because, yeah. This is going to be even weirder when I get to the other section. Okay, let's see. So if we have an everything, then we can do that. If I limit it, let's say I limit it hypothetically to carpets. What on earth happened to Paul's jacket? The heck? Everything? Okay, and then if I go down to Paul's jacket, carpets. Wow. Yeah, that's, awful? Well, I guess we're using everything then. And we're going to add blocks under. Nothing, because it's flat. Now what happens? If I say that, ew. Yeah. This isn't... Yeah, exactly. It is. What I often do with it is with carpet. I often do carpet plus other flat things. So I could use snow layers. I could use trapdoors. I could use... let's try that. Okay, so we're going to start with carpets. Yes, it's awful. Oh, it's going to make it difficult for me to find. Great. Okay, now we're going to add, what's this? White wool? Yeah, carpet. None. None of that one. Okay. Carpet's on. What else is flat? Oh, it's doing by type. Great. Pressure plates. Oh, never thought of those. Coloring them. I see what it's doing. Okay. So the colors are what it's playing with on the side here. Carpet is a bad idea. Let's go with everything again. Yeah, so what it's actually doing is it's not... Outdoors appear to be not on the list, which is really sad. I don't know why it wouldn't include trapdoors. And I don't see snow. There it is, snow layer. Okay. So if I was to go to carpets, that's these ones, and I can add, what's that? White. And I can add snow layers. Oh, I have to pick for the white. Well, that's just lame. Okay, we're gonna go with everything again. I think this is what we're gonna get, is this one. Now the question is, do I want 2D? Yeah, and carpets. Add blocks under. Shouldn't have to put under anything because it's just 2D, right? If I took off better color, what does it do? Nothing. John's face looks no different. Yeah. That one's not bad. It's funny because every time I do the better color thing, it shifts. Okay, so if I went with this one, do it online without downloading. Holy moly, I can. That's interesting. Wow, okay, so we've got birch for faces. That's, what the? Cobwebs? Are you kidding me? Huh. Yeah, it's possibly, it could be that it's trying to use things that won't just disappear. But I find this amusing. Look at this. We've got... There's everything. There's... What? Okay. So everything might be a little bit ridiculous. Goodness gracious, man. Lapis, I can see that. Warp wood, okay, we're fine. Remember what this was. That's supposed to be netherrack, I think. That's the old textured netherrack, though. I'd have to take out cobwebs and TNT. And cave lichen? This is bizarre. So if I go back and I say no, oh, it's a 2D. It says, okay, so yeah. Map size. That does. Great if you can tell me. What does that do? Two by 2. Oh, I see what it's doing. Or maybe. Oh, it's... No, never mind. I see what it's doing. It's giving me... If I'm making it... Basically it'd be 256 or 256, which is not what we want. Although if I wanted a 1-to-1 off that other picture, I could have. We have much better faces, but obviously this is not something we want to do. Let's make it back down to 1 by 1. Yeah. Okay, that was kind of dumb. I didn't realize that. So, let's see. In the build, I could do snow instead of cobwebs. Right, so this one... Okay, if I take out cobwebs, and I could put in white candles, are you kidding me? No. So let's put in mushroom stems for that weird gray color. And I'm going to tell it that we're going to use redstone instead of TNT, because that's insane. What else have we got? Oh, there's trapdoors, iron trapdoors. But I mean, you can have a block or a weighted pressure plate. Apparently brewing stands give you gray? Did not know. Looking for flatter items in some cases, but we'll see. What do we got? Leaves. This is clay. Okay. What's that? Stone pressure plates. Okay, so we could have gaps in things. Grays, it's choosing cobblestone. Let's make it really bland. Oak log vertical. Oh, once the end. Okay, so, because it doesn't have stripped oak, or it would actually probably have that in here. I did not like the birch log for this light gray. I'm not sure how they would say sea lanterns and birch are equivalent, but sure, we'll go with that. Take out quartz, make it quartz instead. Let's go with carpet for that because it's cheap. Carpet for that because it's cheap. Everything that could be a carpet is going to be a carpet because that just makes sense. We don't need it to be 3D carpet. You know, I'm looking for flatter things. This is probably not going to look good when I'm done. What is this? Beacons? No. Block of diamond? Wow. Just wow. Okay. They got some really strange choices in here. Bruised pressure plates. Huh. Okay, I wonder what that would look like. Okay, for reds, they've got netherrack. Let's go with... I don't like that one. Actually, we have a better texture for netherrack now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, exactly. May as well, Ven. I am not a wither person. Not at all. So we're getting... I'm seeing that they have the parts list on this far side. It's showing big because of the size of the preview. This one, this is terracotta. I can handle that, so we're just going to go with it.
Hello.
Well, if we can do white terracotta. If we can do cherry pressure plates. Something changed. This is jungle logs. Light gray terracotta versus... Mud bricks are cheaper, aren't they? Why not? You can tweak whatever color you want, right? Gray terracotta for like a weird brown. Puff. Cherry log? That's interesting. So it's claiming that cherry log, showing the bark, is different than the cherry wood made into those like multi-sided blocks. It's got terracottas of all sorts in here. That's fine. What do we got here? Warp nylium. Really? Interesting. Stems for that shade. It does have stripped. Oh, okay. I'm just curious if I just tell it it's going to be pressure plates. This one, a dark purple. Why is it? Never mind. The stripped hyphae thing does not look to me like the purple beside it, but whatever. And that can be a slab. Glow lichen versus frog lights. Really? What do we got? Anything super weird? 18 grass blocks. Okay, 41 lime terracotta. Huh. Also gives me a bit of an insight into what the thing is going to look like. Jungle log vertical. Where did that come from? Jungle log vertical. No? This one? It... Huh. So every time I do it, it changes this, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so if I was to say I don't want sand, but I wanted to go with birch pressure plates, what happens? How much? Okay, so what do we have? Placeholder block. Well, placeholder block. I'm assuming it's a stone that goes underneath things. So we have 4 shulker boxes of black carpet. That's because of this black background, I guess, or maybe it's their hair. That'll be interesting. I've never done it as a map art before, like ever. So I've got that duplicated. We're using the 128 version. So if I go back to the other screen for my comparison, what did I have here? I had 299 by 216 became the 128. Okay. Let's go with this one. Over here. No, not that. Not the sub, thanks. Okay, so that's the same one. I'm just going to play with a couple different things. So we've got no blocks under, 120, okay. Center, off, no blocks, ordered. Okay, let's try that. So we've got, I'd love to put this in a new window, but it doesn't work too well. Turn this off, none. So I don't have to care what to add. What was the other one I used? 3x3, ordered. That one. Okay, so far so good. But if I make this into carpets only, holy moly. And instead of not allowing that, what's this? This is pressure plates. Okay, we'll add those. Add birch. Well, anything that's reasonable flat and see what it does. Sure. Sure. Slabs, maybe? If there isn't one for that color, maybe I'll allow a slab. Dark gray, huh? So smooth stone doesn't work. Wish I've got something there. Okay. So I'm just going to try and add flat things. I guess white carpet's cheap. Let's go with that. How about this one? That's not cheap, but I can do it. These. I'm just curious, I'm going to add pressure plates for ones where they didn't. Another rack. Red is more like the original, so let's go with this. It's actually changing my numbers. I can see it over here, so there's going to be some weirdness when we get going. Come on. Oh. Okay. So we've got about halfway through. There's flat things there. What's this? This is brick slabs. Okay, I can deal with that. Waxed, exposed, cut copper. Those are risky because if I don't get them, if I get them too exposed and stuff, it takes forever to get them right. Not that I don't have enough copper though, so it's possible. Let's go with pressure plates again. Oh, really? Sure, fine. Okay, so that seems to be everything that's slabs or carpets. Like slabs are flatter. And nothing super nutty. I don't know if I like that. But the problem is 3D one is kind of like all over the place. Okay, so let's see. Can I? New window. Sure, we'll do it this way. And we're going to go that one. I'm sitting on the top, so let's go with that. No. And we'll take the everything one. That was easier to do. Right? Yes. Oh, haha, that's what I want to do. Okay, let's just take out the split view. Too many windows. Okay, so we're going to move this to on you. Split view. Right split, that's fine. Add right split. We're gonna make it this one. 2. Fine. Open in the split view. There we go. All right. So I would bet you would agree with me that the one on the left is much nicer. That's a good point, Mama Bear. The disadvantage to burying a block or having a full block is the fact that it doesn't become spawn resistant. But then again, I'm not necessarily sure that I care, I guess. I mean, the whole thing is faces are yellowed anyways. But since the one on the right, which is the carpet one, is definitely out, I don't think it makes any difference what I do with the look. Like, it's still going to be bizarre. Let's see what's the other one I was looking at. Faces. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. Huh. That's passable, sort of. Yeah, so things get worse. I will admit I like that design, but that's not useful for what we're looking for. Okay, so basically I'm going to go back to the ordered, which is like the left-hand side. And I'm actually going to try for split. Oh, group 2, interesting. So the other thing I could do, I can take these up, and we can go to everything. And then anything that's really weird, we can, or sorry, anything that's spawnable, generally, we can try and turn it into something else. Like, for example, sand. I could replace the sand with, say, birch pressure plate. Sure. You know, I mean, like, they also don't have the cut sandstone block in here, right? So if I did the sandstone block as a slab, still have TNT and mushrooms and stuff, so it's not going to be a big, like, a good plan to do that. But definitely if I... shoot. I messed with it. I shouldn't have. But I don't like the carpeted one. We'll definitely say that. I don't like the carpeted one. So that one's out. Which means I think we're going with the everything. Husband says... Husband's gone all creative. He's like channeling his Bob Ross. Okay, Osmond, you've lost your mind. Let's see. At Oswin, yes. Mike, oops. Where am I here? Mike Burton. Can't spell. 1972. See. Enjoy that, bot. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with this one, and we'll see how big it is. Yeah, so Java, Mike, for clarification, and Osmond's trying to explain it, but he's got no real context. So Java Minecraft does support the light under carpet trick, but does not support the light under slab trick. So the light under slab is a bedrock thing, but the light under carpet is a both, as far as I know. I've done it, so yeah, I did it. When was I doing that? I think when I was doing my floating carpet shop, I was turning the ground underneath non-spawnable by doing the light under carpet thing. Yeah, so that one works, but the light under slabs doesn't. That light under slabs is only a bedrock thing, and frankly, I think it's kind of corny. Sweet, see, there we go. We have precedent. Okay, so I'm going to pretend we can adjust faces a little bit as we go, but I'm going to pretend this is going to work. It's not ideal. Yeah. Not ideal. It only gives me a left and right, so if I zoom this in this way, it doesn't give me a Z. But a Z, that'd be nice, but... I find it's kind of interesting, though, if I do. Ooh. Hey. I wanted faces, right? If it gave me a Z, I'd be really kind of happy about this. Why? Hey, that is what? That is. Okay, I just didn't zoom it. Aha. Now I'm wondering. Nah, I don't think so. Versus the centered. It'll do. I don't necessarily need that much leg. Let's try it one more time, manual. I zoom just a touch. I mean, I know Paul loses his head. That's not going to kill anybody. But, yeah, do it that way, and then we'll move Y. Oh, other way. Not that far. We started at 50. Go down. Cut off Ringo's finger. Sure, that's fair. Look at what it does to the faces as I move it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't mess with that and just let it go back to the default, because this is looking really dumb the more I change it. And Paul looks really, really weird. Oh! Okay, well that's no good. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like this, I guess. We can always change faces as we go. That's really, really strange. Okay. So I'm gonna do another view online and see if we have anything that makes no sense at all. We're gonna have TNTs and stuff, but I forgot about... That's carpets and things. That's copper. Huh. They look weird because it's showing flats, not a face on. It's hard to get a good view for. Well... Because I'm going to need full blocks for a lot of this, maybe I should just let it do everything its own way. Not worry about the slabbing and whatnot, and just see what it does. Yeah. Okay, what do we got? So we got blocks and our carpet. Okay, some of these are going to change a little bit. This I don't like, and we've got to take out the cobwebs. Yeah, okay, so we're good. We're just about there. And I know I'm wasting a whole ton of time on this one. We're at 40 minutes. Well, yeah. We're over an hour in, and I've just been mucking around. Okay, so no more birch, because birch sucks. This. No thank you. Let's go quartz blocks. And no TNT. Mushroom stems. Let's see, was there anything else that was really insane? I don't think so. This grass block may or may not work depending on what color they want. Just change the iron or block. Change the iron. Okay. Block of iron? So you take that. Don't use that one. I don't know. I don't see any problem with that because I've got an iron farm. And I'm gonna bet they're probably down in Ringo's hand, probably near the bottom. See, I'm just... Key is if there's anything I have difficulty obtaining or looks really, really stupid, like... Water unsupported. Okay, I'm not gonna do a water block because that's a pain in the butt. I can make it be lapis, thanks. Let's see what else we got. Oh, the raw iron ore. Yes. Yes. That was awful. Where was that? Here, it's kind of an orangey color. It looks like it's taking it in terms of priority on the left-hand element. Black gold we can handle. Block of diamond. Yes, that's got to change. Sorry, no can do. Prismarine bricks I will take. And no, I'm not going to use a beacon for that. That'd be dumb. Netherrack has more of a red tone, so we're okay. Not a huge fan of the terracotta. So I'll see what it does if I throw it into strip cherry. It's gray. No. Just no. If I switched it to beacons, okay, just for kicks. If I put that up as beacon, do I need any of them? Thankfully, it doesn't ask for that color. So we're gonna put it back at prismarine bricks, just in case. I don't want that. Okay, so we wanted to get rid of this light gray. Okay, so terracotta is probably the biggest issue at the moment because it looks like it's got some good amounts of that in it. This one, no. Interesting how it changes everything, a lot of it. So there's a bunch that shift if I've got raw iron in there, but then as soon as I take that out, some of my other numbers shift around. Glow lichen versus verdant froglights? Really? Why? I'll go with the froglights because they help with the lighting better. And they're more well, it doesn't really matter. And I only need 3 of them anyway, so I have 3 froglights. Let's go with that because I have 1 lichen that I have to color code it. Okay, so what do we got? Can we print these? Sand. Sand's an ugly color. Oh well. That netherrack is dreadful, but that's the old texture, so we're okay. Block of gold. Of course you would be. No. Actually, that's even worse. So I'll just leave it. It wants an entire block of gold, and it was 109. I'm like, no. No, thank you. Is there anything else that's just unreasonable? Quartz blocks. We can deal with that. I guess since I don't really need the height, I could probably do some of these things as slabs. Any other suggestions? I know we have a farm. I just don't really see the point in doing them that height. If I can get away with the weighted pressure plates of them, then why not? It's something that's cheap like wool. That's fine. You know, I can handle that. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we've got placeholder blocks. Why? Why do we have placeholder blocks? For what? Okay, that's an interesting one. Creep, do you have any idea what that's all about? The whole placeholder block business? Because I said put nothing underneath. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's super expensive, right? That's the key. The terracotta is going to be the biggest one problem, I think. It's got all kinds of terracotta. I mean, I have lots and lots of masons, but I don't know. Let me look at my list real quick. I don't know if I actually have that one. I might, actually. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave it at this and see what we've got. One more time. I'm thinking the gold's up in this tie section and probably in his face. Okay. View this one? 1x1 split. What's that? Huh. View online. So. Okay, it's carpeting the black zone. That's interesting. It's taking that. It's a PNG file, so it really shouldn't be doing that, which means... I see. Up here? Placeholders. So apparently it wasn't quite the 128 it wanted. So it's got Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna close this for a second, I'll come back. So this one, 128 by 128. Yeah, so it's that one row at the top is a placeholder. I think that's helping position the thing, because I've asked it to center everything rather than manually shifting it around. And it chopped off John's elbow again. I'm not sure I'm going to fight it this time. Right. Because we can't zoom it out anymore anyways. Let's try center, and I'm going to grab the one that's been redone for us just one time. Take this. Let's go copy and throw it in there. Yeah, because it does the face in a ruined sort of way for John. I'd have to go manual. Yeah, I don't seem to get the opportunity to mess with anything that's going to make his face look any better. So I don't like that. Okay, so we're going with the bigger one. Enter. All right. I like that one, ish. But it's because it didn't do, that's why I need so much black wool, is because it's doing a lot of this back here. Like if I was to click this block, we have black wool. You know, black wool. So it's got a lot of black wool in places it does not need to. Even though the background's been removed, it decided that it's going to take it as a PNG and actually put the background in. Which is kind of annoying. Right? Because we said background off. Okay, actually, maybe it puts it on unless I do that. This. Nope. Values turn out the same. Right, it still has a gazillion black wool because it keeps doing the backgrounds. Alright, well, that's what we got. So, let's go with it. Download the NBT. No, thank you. Why am I seeing this as... Oh, I see. Duh. Duh. That makes sense. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how big it turns out in world. Downloads. Mapart.mbt. Okay. Let's fire up the world. Let's see what we got. Launch, please. Where are we boarding? Oh, never mind. It's launching nicely. Okay. I'm a little nervous. It wants cobblestone here. I guess I could put that in slabs, but it's just more of a matter of wasting time to do it. I've got cobblestone that's a, like a generator, so why bother? I'm really hoping this turns out. Well, at least Oswin hasn't been yelling okay and saying randomly useless things. He's excited. He's far too interested in helping people, but I can tweak that. If you don't say his name, he shouldn't be talking quite as much as he is. Okay, so let's actually turn off the display capture, get the game, and here we go. And now I can put my actual chat back on my screen. I can see more of what you're saying. Oh, yes, you make a good point. I have to relaunch because I had disconnected Lightmatica. Give me a quick sec. Edit. Mods, I've turned Lightmatica back on. That would explain it. Launch. Try again. That came out quick enough, so obviously it hadn't loaded Lightmatica. Come on. Game, please. Quicker. Of course, you want to load Lightmatica and it does something different, right? In the folder. And I want schematics. Let's copy this one in. Here. And I'm just going to rename it. Beatles sub. Beatles YS1. Okay, so are we loaded yet? Game, please. Multiplayer. Excellent. Let's go in and see what we got. Slowly collecting our frames. Takes it a while for it to launch. Sure. Okay, let me, because I've got, no, not full screen. Just grabbing the address for you, Creef, and anyone else, so I can do this. New tab. ABF. Oops. ER. Okay, app builder. That's what I'm looking for. This guy. So, my favorite place to learn about Lightmatica. I don't know the ins and outs of all of it. There's a lot that I forget. But let's see where we're here. Yep, this is what I want. So this is the user that I like on YouTube. He's got a very nice playlist of Lightmatica explaining how to use it. And then some of his most popular ones we're showing today for me, including like how to import things, how to easy place stuff. And he's got a very good set of instructions for that. Also on his own website, he's got a bunch of schematics that people have submitted that you can actually download and build yourself. So that gives you an easy place to find some stuff to muck around with. Okay, so is this on or off? Oh, turn it off for a moment because my shovel is in real trouble. There we go. Didn't help a whole lot, but oops. We got a bit. Okay. Let's get out of here. So I'm gonna have to go all the way downstairs and get us tools. Ow. Map. Did I do north or south? I was working north. Okay. So we have a little bit of flattening to do, but let's just see how this thing fits. Doo-doo-doo-doo. You can see I've been doing a little bit since yesterday. Yesterday was a lot of flattening out. I have a lot more to do, but we'll get there. Okay, toolbox. Please, I want my sword. By default, Lightmatica uses a stick. But you can go into the settings and change it. And so because I tend to use sticks more than an actual wooden sword, you never want that. More than like 10 seconds. And we've got creepers underground. Wonderful. All right, so let's fire this up and load a schematic and see what we can do. Our farm Beatles YS1. Load it. That's fine. And then that's what I'm trying to do. Blah, blah, blah. Uh-huh. I know it won't be persistent. I get it. Okay, so we're going to create the placement. It's going to be too big. It's going to be in the wrong place. That's okay. We shall save that to a file after we get it placed where we want. Which is clearly not over my head. Okay, so I did not realize it was going to do it that direction. Fantastic. Let's go way out here. And then we'll move it towards us. I do not think we have 128, because if I do the math, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 by 16 is not 128, so we have a bit more to work on. We're going to chop more trees out this direction, which is probably good that we put it on the north, because the south just would not have the space. Yeah, this is going to be a little more work, but that's okay. No problem. Alright, so now I can hold down Alt. It's mad because there's things in the way. It's fine. Come on, come to me. Why is it that high? That's interesting. It's empty underneath, so I don't care. Okay. Monstrous. I'm going to do this with the free cam. This is another reason I use the free cam, is because flying doesn't really give me the impression I need. Up here. But I can still operate things. This helps me get the placement. So we're going to skip a lot of the outside edge and do this manually. Wow. Okay, Alt. I'm not down. I'm looking down. So we can also, if I choose to chop off a little bit more by Ringo's hand, I think we can make it work a little bit smaller. Potentially. I've got to go this way. It's always in relation to the camera. Yeah, it's gonna be big. This is one of two. So you can see why I had a problem. I mean, there's the sub. Compared to the art, but if we get too much different, you start losing, I shouldn't say definition, but you start losing the detail. Let's see if I go this way to center a bit more. Yeah, there's a far more, well, not a ton, I guess. I guess if I center it around the mansion, right? So if I sort of make myself roughly centered, the door is somewhat centered. It's not horrible. It's gonna be some good choppy and some cutting down layers. So we're gonna need some gravel. So I want it to land at 64. Oh, 64. Perfect. That's on the ground. So I'm going to put it on 65 because this layer is 64. This means a little bit less to chop down. So yeah, let's just discontinue this for a second and see. Okay, I can come down one. 64. It's annoyed by that, but that's okay. I don't really care about all this stuff that's going on underneath, so I can pretty much stand on it. Which means we can go down by 2 more blocks. Well, yes and no. Technically it's map art. Technically. But I've never actually bothered with it as a map. I'm not intending to hang it on a wall. So I don't particularly care. I actually don't... Without putting too fine upon it, actually, I'm not even sure I understand that part, to be honest with you. That's kind of cheesy, but I don't think I actually understand that bit. I'm just looking at where it's cutting off at the bottom. If we can go that way a little bit more. Yeah. So I've never done them as an actual map. So if Proof wants to do them as a map, he'd have to learn that part. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not trying to pass the buck or anything much. If I go, oops, not that way, down. And I'm looking at the way the thing is cutting out at the front steps. I don't want it to run over Ringo's hand, but I'm not sure I really want to go all the way out with the legs. Maybe I can go a couple more this way. 1, 2. All right, and yeah, 1 that away. More or less, more or less. Maybe 1 more. Go. Then we've got the door kind of at the bottom. So, well, being as we have trees right through John's face. Yeah, so truth be told, I have absolutely no idea how to make a map out of these. I just like the carpet art. And the idea, let's jump down here. The idea being that one could either fly by. Oops, I don't want to. Nope. Okay. Either fly by or just like see it from the roof. So the angle is not great, but I think it'll do. Which means you're right, we do have a bunch of chopping to do. Now 9 to 11 is how much I usually run. You can see the grass sticks through everything. So I'm just gonna see where is... Okay, so the carpet ends here. It's not just Minecraft cutting it off there. Okay, that's not horrible. Now, if I was to turn on the chunk borders, that's the big key here. How bad am I off from a chunk border? Actually, I'm only off by a little bit. So if I could force it to be this chunk border right there for one of them, I can just move it one more that way. Maybe? Oh, two more. Yeah. Okay, so that matches that direction. And I don't think we get a selection on which chunk borders you line up with. At least not that I understood. There's the filler block. So I'd either have to shift a bunch going back into the building and cut off part of the legs, which is doable. We'll get part of the building in it though. Or I could push it up to the edge of this one, going this way. One more, back. That's our placeholder block line? Yeah. So it's, for amusement's sake, it's chunk aligned for what it's worth. But I don't think we get a control. Maybe I should just leave it chunk aligned. Yeah. So, yeah, it's chunk aligned. Whether that helps us out or not, I don't know. At least it will more predictably cut off things. So yeah, that's I'm gonna leave that part. What I should probably do, because I've already had Swanky say something in chat, I should probably message him. Be like, hey, dude, you've done this before. Can you clue me what you do? You know, I'm not asking him to teach me how to make fire or something. And because I'd like to make more than one, it would be worth figuring it out. So, yeah, I guess we have a bit more work to do. Question for you, Swanky Being, is do you have control when you make map art over specifically which chunks it lines up with? Or do you have to know more about how that, like how a map sets itself out and then move your art to deal with the maps the map's limitations? So who's the limited one? The player on the choosing your location? Or yeah, because that's the thing, is I've never done these as actual map art before. I've just purely stuck them on the ground and called it a day. But if this happened to be lined up, maps are gridlocked. Okay. So yeah, I have more to learn then about that. But in the meantime, we can see we've got more space and more chopping. So guess what we're doing tomorrow? Yes, it is. Yes, it's 128 by 128. People had the joy of watching me make it that. Because I've never done it that way before. Alright. Yeah, last year's was it 125, I think, squared? Oswin, they're not talking to you. Back off, buddy. Sorry, that's driving me nuts. Let's see. Oswin, you don't have that much permission to talk anymore. Random messaging, buddy. You are down. Your probability is now going to be... Edit. Probability just randomly jumping in when we didn't address you is now 5. It's supposed to be a percentage, but he's just too loud. Make a blank map. Find the corners before you start clearing. Ah, okay. So in other words, map art's only a Java thing. Haha. Yeah, I'm going to use this one way or the other, so even if I don't have the right space cleared out, I'm going to use it for the statues and stuff, and those are definitely not a map art thing. that's one piece. I'm not going to have multiple schematics all at once, but you can see with the other things we were doing, back here real quick. I'm going to regret that I just did that. Let's see, show borders. How did I do that? No. Show. There we go. Move this. Go back to display capture. All right. And I don't need that. I don't need this. I don't need that. Or this. Okay, so if I do Beatles Yellow Submarine, Nowhere Man 3D model, what do we get? All right. That actually is ideal. So is that one. Certainly not the top left corner. That's a little scary. Let's go with... Actually, easy peasy lemon squeezy would be a glove, but I don't think they have the glove. Yeah. If I can do this. Image copyright. You're not a 3D model, are you? That's art. Okay, it's not gonna work. Jeremy! So, that's Jeremy Hillary Boob, PhD. And so I'd like to make him into a 3D model statue. The problem is that for what we're doing in Minecraft, I'm not exactly keen on paying like 13 bucks, which is what these things usually cost. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the long and the short of it. So, suffice to say, we have got ourselves, minimize that, we've got ourselves a plan, and I have to get out of camera mode, because I'm in the floor. Let's make me up here. There we go, that's probably a better move. Let's fly me up here now. There. So when we're done, the viewer will be able to see it kind of from this angle, which isn't horrible. And we have a plan. You saw it from square one. We have a plan. So I think it's where we're going to leave it for today. And I will pay more attention to what Swanky's talking about, make myself said map, and give that a go. Whirl it, and we'll see if we can get back into chopping and flattening tomorrow with an eye to actually getting this thing on the road, preferably in time for the weekend. And then on the weekend, I'm going to probably try and start with heads and faces. But it's tempting, on the other hand, to start with the bottom, because although that's less exciting, it saves the more exciting bit, anticipation-y bit, for the other part. I mean, we're going to have some troubles later this week obtaining a bunch of the materials, so there might be a bunch of that, and we may not make it in time for the weekend, but we'll see. So I'm going to paste a list of materials in Discord, in the Discord for the server, and just say, here's what we've got, and I'll try and compare that to my inventory as we go, so that one will probably shift, but we'll change it as, just saying, here's what I've got and here's what I need, because we can do that. I can just run around in my inventory and pick up a bunch of things, and then it'll tell me, yeah, you've got it, or you don't have it, or whatever. The other thing about Lightmatic you can do that we'll be using here is you can put in your inventory shulkers of items, and it can actually scan that as well. So I actually might be able to hold a lot more of this stuff all in my inventory at once to be able to do my values. But I will do that indeed. Yeah, Mama Bear needs something to do, does she? This will be kind of fun. Okay, so have yourself a great day. What we're going to do is raid on out. Oop, wrong screen. Wrong screen. There we go. Live channels. Let's find somebody who raid to. It is Tuesday. Usually there's not a whole lot after me. Actually, Mickey tends to be up for quite a while, but I see our friend Wolfen, so I'm going to go over there. They're yurting around in Yurtville, so we are off to the Wolfen. The Mapmaker app, so the website was was one that Creef suggested, which is called Map Art Craft. So Map Art, and then Craft had a capital C, but that's just the title. So a website on that one, it's from rebane2001.com. Okay, but we're going to head on over and say hello to Wolfen. Yeah, I've never seen that one before, and now I'm going to be using it more often. But it's not the way I used to do things, so it feels a little weird at first, but I think that's going to replace the way I used to do stuff. And I'll show you guys when we get around to the 3D art format of it. If this looks like it's way too daunting in terms of supplies, I'm going to see what I can do to come up with a version of the Nowhere Man. You saw it is like very brown and has very few other colors. And that one is definitely something I can probably pull off in time for the weekend, so that we end up with one thing or the other. We're going to have something interesting. So let's go see Wolfen. And you know what I'll be doing for most of the day. Thank you ever so much for coming in. Thank you ever so much for all of your help. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can start making things a little more exciting as we move on, because we understand why we've been doing a lot of chopping and carpet art. It's a little easier to show now that I've got the art itself created. If I could do smaller to have the detail we want, I would, but as you saw with the faces, it's not much of a thing. Okay, so let's start this to Wolfen. Magic button.
Mischief managed.
Mischief managed indeed, we did, for sure. All right, so thank you everybody for... Osmond, you're jumping the gun, you goof. So thank you very much to Swanky for spending his clue today. Also, thank you very much to our moderation team, including Mama Bear and Fantastic Sherlock Fox. We had also great conversation from Mike Burton, Bob Breen, Lass, Sly Gamer Scott, Creef, Swanky Potato, and we are off to Wolfen. So, if everybody's on board, hold on to your seats, and we shall have ourselves a ride. Enjoy. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.